If you're a business owner doing at least 1 million a year, I'm sure you've got several tasks that if you just had the right app, you could eliminate them forever. I'm sure your goal is to eliminate wasted time. We all want to do that. That's what applications have been built for. So you have that app, you know what you want to build, you know that it could save you time. How do you get it across the finish line? Well, you've got four options. There's one of them that's a recent option, but in my world, there's been three always, and now we have a fourth. So here is option number one: hire a dev team. Well, I know what you're thinking. And yeah, you're right. It's going to cost five figures and at least 6 months. And then revisions here and there, and then they disappear and it's hard to get support. You know the challenge. Not every project is like that, but enough of them are to where that's the stigma. Option number two, you could vibe code it yourself. And that's great. You can get a great prototype that way. You may even be able to get an MVP, but once someone uses it, it's going to fall apart. Or you're going to get to the point where everything's working great and then you add one more feature and it breaks three others. Option number three is buy something off the shelf. So probably a SaaS implementation. Now, SaaS has gone through a lot of evolution over the last few years. And recently, it's just gotten more and more expensive. So you spend hundreds of dollars a month and you have to pay that forever. And there's usually no customization. You get what they give you and you'll like it. But you only use 3% of the features. Why do you have to pay for the other 97%? That's an excellent question. So then there's option number four: do nothing. We all know this is the worst of the four. You can't do nothing. You have to do something. Doing something is better than nothing. So here's the shift. I mentioned that we only had three options and now we have a fourth. The fourth is AI. So I mentioned the vibe coding. That would be the fourth option, even though it wasn't the fourth in the list, but I digress. So AI can write very good code now, especially Claude code. It has gotten so much better over the last 3 months. I've got 25 years of experience building software. All my work has been in areas where we do more with less. I know that's such a cliche thing to say, but what we do is we take a manual process and we automate it, or we take several systems and we integrate them so we only have one instead of four. And one of the things that are most important is being able to access those other systems. So let me show you what I've been working on. This literally took me about 20 minutes of my time, an hour total, so 40 minutes of AI time. All right, here's the app we have running right now. We have two different users. It says down here member and admin. So let's look at the member. We can sign in. We can see their earnings. And then if you click on it, we'll see all the earnings that they have. We'll go back to the dashboard. We can see upcoming events, recent results, recent transactions. And you can do the same over here with fines and fees, events, transactions. And all this is coming from the database. It's not dummy data, it is actual data in the database. I asked the AI to generate some data for me. So let's sign out. Let's look at what the admin view looks like. All right, so we've got a dashboard, very different here because they care about different things. Here's the outstanding fines. So we have 15 unpaid fines. We have revenue this month, active members, upcoming events. Same thing, you can click on things and drill down. The top earners, I think James Smith is the one we were looking at before, so you can see the details for every earner in the system. And same thing over here, we can see members, we can see venues, we can even edit and save the changes. And it's pretty quick. I mean, for under an hour, this is a tremendous demo. Saw a demo, it's not theoretical, it's actual output. Let's go over what this isn't. This isn't a coaching program. I'm not going to meet with you and then just give you some tips. This isn't a course. You're not going to watch a bunch of videos and then struggle to implement this. It's not a typical dev arrangement either, where they build it and you don't understand it. They go off in their cave and they come back 6 months later and boom, there you go. In the end, you will have a launched app. That's the deliverable. What this is it's a strategic partnership. I Architect, I help you think differently about how to interact with AI. We work alongside together and we launch together. 60 days, a launched app, or I'll work with you until we do get a launched app. I'm not rebuilding a sales force. We need to set expectations. This is going to be an MVP or a minimum viable product. It's going to be valuable for you and your business, but it's not going to have all the bells and whistles. That's kind of the point. Get it out there and then iterate after that. So the sweet spot here is operational apps, things that either connect with other systems and eliminate multiple data entry, or you may have something where someone spends, a lot of time every day working on something manually. Think of spreadsheets. If you've got spreadsheets all over the place, this is for you. Now, this also isn't a big 15K investment either. This is going to be something that will bring a lot of value to you if you invest your time as well. And I know what you're thinking, Matt, I'm not technical. That's okay. That's why we have this. That's actually good because we're not going to use technical jargon. You're going to talk to it in plain English. There will be some technical aspects. I'll help you out with those. But you know your business better than anyone. You bring your business knowledge. I'll bring the engineering and architecture, and the AI writes the code, and we direct it together. All right, that's it. What are you waiting for? Book a call. We'll get in there and we'll figure out what your MVP looks like, what we're going to deliver in 60 days, and how that's going to improve your business.